Fire, fire, fire.
With over 25% faster smoke detection, Kid Detect products help protect you from you.
So, takeout? Concern?
Oh, this be on funny.
Brought her community together to improve student safety at the University of Texas. We're proud to recognize Joelle McNew, a remarkable woman in public safety. Sponsored by Prevagen.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America's asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Seeing the USA starts with certified service. Take advantage of buy 3, get 1 for $1 on tires, plus rebates on parts.
Some people chase victory. Others,
now, sports from the OSTC Sports Desk, your complete orthopedic team.
Class 2A Division II Regional Semifinals, a one-game playoff.
All right, everyone, that does it for us here tonight, but thank you all so much for joining us.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow night at 10.
For people at Enchanted Thoroughbreds, the work goes far beyond rehabilitation. They say it is about making sure these horses still have a quality of life after their racing careers come to an end. At Enchanted Thoroughbreds in Bowie, second chances start one horse at a time. The rescue works with thoroughbreds from different backgrounds, including some dealing with injuries that require long-term care and rehabilitation.
We've decided to actually do interventions to horse owners. The racing industry is not a bad industry.
Staff say their goal is to help horses transition into a different life after racing.
We're representing that second chance because they do end up with injuries.
Some of the horses have now become part of the Rescue's riding program, where they are used for horseback riding lessons and a saddle club for young riders in the community.
We have a little 3-year-old over here that rides her, and that's her. This is the horse that teaches her.
The organization says the programs help build confidence and connection between the riders and the horses, many of which have gone through their own recovery journey. The rescue says every horse has its own story. Many require extensive care to keep them healthy and comfortable. Specialized hoof injections are just one part of the rehab process, helping some horses deal with painful joint and cartilage issues. The team says caring for the horses takes daily effort, from medical treatment to rehab and training.
We have an amazing rehab partner, as well as a farrier and a great team put together to help these horses and help heal them. We are just grateful for everything that we could do to help, as well as having the people, the sponsors, the donors, and the volunteers coming out helping with him, as well as all the other ones here.
Enchanted Thoroughbreds says that they hope to continue to grow this program as well as support long-term care for the horses in need of rehabilitation. For more information and how you can help support this rescue, you can find all the details on our website, texomashomepage.com.
They're just big dogs.
I know.
They need
I was like,
homes
they
too.
were babies.
Cute and so sweet. I just wanted to love on them.
I would too. You would have dragged me out, to be honest with you. I would have never left.
It looked like a lot of fun out there. All right, hopefully they grow as they say they want to. All right, thank you so much, Annie, for that story.
Well, the body cam footage of the controversial arrest of MSU student Victoria Lang is released after many called for it, as well as accountability. Now, we want to remind you and warn you that some may find this video disturbing.
An executive director of Charm, North Texas, Crystal Washington, has been advocating for Lang since her arrest, and she says this incident didn't get any attention until months after former officer Daniel Wilson is now indicted on 2 counts of official oppression. Official oppression is when a public servant uses their role to unlawfully treat or harass someone while denying rights during arrest, search, and seizure, which is a Class A misdemeanor.
Mayor Tim Short explains that the city is working to improve transparency. City leaders are also encouraging residents to participate in the 21st century policing review process and to share their thoughts and concerns. We'll have a link to where you can do that over on our website, texomashomepage.com. All right, let's go ahead now and check in with Chief Meteorologist Michael Bowling for a look outside. Michael, can we expect that warmer weather to return tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to be a little bit warmer tomorrow and even warmer as we get into this weekend. Here's our look at the satellite radar right now. There is some cloud cover going across the southeastern portions of Texoma. That will start clearing out here completely as we go throughout the overnight hours, though. Current temperature is 60 degrees in Wichita Falls, 65 for Dallas-Fort Worth, 57 up towards in Oklahoma City, and then 62 down towards Austin. We are 5 degrees warmer than we were this time yesterday, and it's going to be about 5 to 7 degrees warmer here overnight tonight, and then even warmer as we get into tomorrow afternoon. We do see rain chance return this weekend, even starting late tomorrow before the heat returns next week. We'll talk all about it coming up here in a few minutes, Aaron.
All right, this is good, Michael. Thanks so much. We'll see you then. Smiles, cheers, and proud moments filled K. Yeager Coliseum as Vernon College's class of 2026 celebrated their graduation night. Family and friends gathered and honored students as they walked across the stage and received their diploma. Vernon College celebrates the many achievements of the class of 2026. Graduates are now looking ahead to new beginnings and their next chapters, so congratulations to all of them.
The McNeil Elementary School project is just a few months away from completion. WFISD Superintendent Dr. Donnie Lee says progress is coming along nicely on this $14 million conversion project, which will come with a brand new, bright, and modern feel. The new school is also designed so that the kindergartners are able to be separated from the older kids. Each kinder classroom will come with its own bathroom and washing station, as well as some of the rooms allowing access to their own playground. For more information on this project through the previous stories Curtis Jackson has done, just visit our website, texomashomepage.com, and search McNeil Project.
Well, the sound of harmony filled the First Baptist Church in downtown Wichita Falls this evening as the singing Men of Texas took the stage for a special performance. The group features men from churches across Texas who come together through music and ministry, sharing their talents with communities throughout the state. David Scherler, the blended worship pastor, says this group is a group of ministry workers who really enjoy coming together to sing and to worship.
These guys come from their churches all over this area and Dallas, and some travel as far from Austin to come up and sing with us and play.
The performance brought not only members of the church, but community members to listen to all of the types of music inside the historic downtown church.
Well, don't go anywhere. Michael is back after the break with a look at his full forecast.
And still ahead, the latest on the 2 Texans who were on board of the cruise ship that experienced a deadly outbreak of the hantavirus. We'll be right back.
Thank you, teachers, for all that you do. Sponsored by Midwestern State University, Region 9, and ER Now.
When emergencies happen, you want help now. You want ER now. You never know when you'll be faced with an emergency. 24/7, 365, we are here for you. ER Now. Faces you know, doctors you trust.
Turning concern into action. Austin's Joelle McNew brought her community together to improve student safety at the University of Texas. We're proud to recognize Joelle McNew, a remarkable woman in public safety, sponsored by Prevagen.
New Dulcolax gummies for daily gut support. Deliciously flavored magnesium gummies that help your gut run smoothly. Stimulant-free. Dulcolax Daily Gut Support.
Some people chase victory. Others build it. Not for the spotlight, but for the standard. Thomas J. Henry, built to fight.
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to.
KFDX 3, Texoma's Weather Authority, with Chief Meteorologist Michael Bowling.
Well, we've mentioned it before. We did it at 103 last summer. Here's to hoping we do this summer. You think it's probably likely?
Wow, you want us to get hot?
Well, for someone to win a nice
it might
prize.
be nice at least for someone to win something.
I want
You
someone
heard
to
it
have
here first.
something.
Carney Porter wants you all to burn up.
Well, I want someone to win a freezer. You know, they can just open the door to that and cool down. It's
So
easy.
everyone else has to suffer so one person can win a freezer.
You know, I didn't say the world was perfect. Sorry.
All right,
You get a freezer out of the deal.
Yeah, we do have a freezer. Hamilton Pride is a great prize for us this year. It's that Frigidaire upright freezer, a $1,500 value. You can put in your guesses at TexOmaSHomepage.com, click on the contest tab, or send your guesses in to us by mail. All right, taking a look outside now in the lawn and tower cam. Current temperature is 60 degrees. We have a south-southeast wind averaging 9 miles per hour. Today's high was 77 degrees, so we went down as 4 degrees below our average of 81, and we are 11 degrees below average on the low this morning at 45. Looking at the lows here for tomorrow morning, it's mid-50s across most of the southern half of Texoma, more low 50s to high 40s in the northern portions, so a little bit warmer than we started out this morning. Tomorrow afternoon, though, it's going to be much warmer than it was today, even up to 93 there for Altus, Quanah, and Kroll. More low 90s to high 80s through the central portions of Texoma. Some low 80s actually in the eastern or in the southeastern portions for Bowie and Jacksboro there at 81 degrees. So a very warm afternoon tomorrow. Even warmer as we go into Saturday, up to 89 degrees. Then 80s for Sunday and Monday. Then next week, we're starting to get to some of those near summer-like temperatures. We're back up into the 90s, pretty close to our June averages here as we go into next week. And western portions of the area especially could be getting close to those triple-digit numbers even as we go throughout next week. Satellite radar across the region shows cloud cover in the southeastern half of Texoma. That is gradually clearing out here over the next couple of hours. We're going to have mostly clear skies overnight tonight. Our rain chance is still centered right over north central Mexico. It's about to be rolling into far west Texas here as we go into tonight, approaching us tomorrow, and that's going to increase our rain chances. Lots of sunshine throughout the day for tomorrow, but along this line that you're going to see here through western Oklahoma, we're going to see some thunderstorms start to pop up there. Best rain chance tomorrow by far and away, northeastern portions of Texoma. Stevens County, Jefferson County, and DeMonte County. Rain chances drop as we work west from there. So as we go throughout the day or throughout the evening tomorrow, rain chances can continue to push through. Then we get a break, clear skies for Saturday afternoon. But as we go to Saturday evening, we'll see some more pop-up thunderstorms. Best chance on this one looks like it's going to be in the western portions of the area. Then we'll start to lose the rain chance. And then on Sunday, this is probably our best rain chance that we have in the forecast. Right now I have it at 30%, but I'm hoping this is going to increase to closer to 50 to 60% as we get closer to Sunday. Thunderstorm outlook-wise, marginal risk for tomorrow across most of the area. Brief severe storms are going to be possible, not a big severe weather threat. On Saturday, marginal risk across the northern portions of Texoma. Once again, not a huge severe weather threat. On Sunday, we will likely have another marginal risk. So for tonight, 52 degrees, clear and cool with a south wind at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, high of 86 degrees, evening severe storms with evening storm chances with a south wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's the 7-day forecast. Now we got those rain chances here for this weekend, but then we're back to a lot of sunshine for the beginning of next week.
When emergencies happen, you want help now. You want ER now. You never know when you'll be faced with an emergency. 24/7, 365, we are here for you. ER now. Faces you know, doctors you trust.
Beef Bourguignon. Bold choice. But they're here in 10 and you're not ready. That eyeshadow? So fire. Know what else is fire? Your kitchen. Seriously. Fire.
Kid Detect products help protect you from you.
News.
2 Texas residents were passengers on the cruise ship that is currently experiencing a deadly hantavirus outbreak.
The Department of State Health Services announced today the 2 returned to Texas before the outbreak was identified.
Dylan McKim shares what we know about the 2 Texans and why experts say the hantavirus is not as contagious as the coronavirus.
The Department of State Health Services announced Thursday that 2 people from Texas who were aboard the MV Hondius are not experiencing any symptoms and did not have contact with a sick person while aboard. Each person agreed to monitor themselves with daily temperature checks. The agency did not share which part of Texas the two live in. The Texans were among 24 people who left the ship after the first passenger died, but before authorities identified a hantavirus outbreak. In 2024, the National Institutes of Health identified the hantavirus for potential.
Located in Bellevue, Texas. We're more than just a dealership, we're family.
Studying it, but at this point, the researcher does not believe there is a threat to public health.
I mean, there's certainly no reason to be alarmed if you're nowhere near the cruise ship.
In Austin, I'm Dylan McKim.
Well, don't go anywhere. Tobin is coming up next with a boatload of sports.
Student safety at the University of Texas. We're proud to recognize Joelle McNew, a remarkable woman in public safety, sponsored by Prevagen.
Every great day starts with your gut. Try new Dulcolax gummies for daily gut support. These stimulant-free magnesium gummies help your gut run smoothly. New Dulcolax gummies for daily gut support.
If you've been injured in a serious car crash, you know just how expensive the aftermath can be. Imagine having a team of skilled car accident attorneys fighting for you. You don't pay us unless we win your case. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Robin McDuff from the OSTC Sports Desk, your complete orthopedic team.
A busy day in San Antonio for MJ Baird. He was hopping from court to court and tennis center to tennis center, getting as many highlights as he could. We brought you a round of 16 highlights at 6 o'clock tonight. 21 Texoma athletes taking the court in quarterfinal play. We start things off with Jesse Wadsworth and Josiah Wadsworth from Forestburg. They fall in their quarterfinal match 6-1, 6-love. And it was an all Texoma quarters final match between Benjamin's Keegan Hayes, who knocked off Midway's Colin Lawdy 6-1, 6-1. Hayes is taking one step closer to his second gold medal at the state tournament. Okay, now let's talk about some highlights here. Cooper Carroll and Sage Bearden from Kroll taking on a mixed doubles team from Miami. Bearden going cross court here. Carroll steps in front of the ball, returns it, and just slams that one down. Now, a similar play here. This time, Bearden loops this one deep. Carroll attacks the return and with authority puts it away. They win their quarterfinals match 6-2, 6-1, advancing to tomorrow's semifinals. Lainey Borland and Ella Miller from Seymour squaring off against some opponents here from Vega High School. Borland settling in here in the first set, steers this one right down Main Street between two defenders for a Lady Panthers point, but it would be the duo from Vega winning a thriller of a match, 7-6, 7-6. Croston Turner and Brecklin Turner from Henrietta in boys doubles, and they're taking on a team from Whitesboro.
Today, the two returned to Texas before that outbreak was identified.
Capitol reporter Dylan McKim shares what we know about those two and why experts say the hantavirus is not as contagious as the coronavirus.
The Department of State Health Services announced Thursday as another pandemic.
Monday of this week between 11 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. People exposed are being contacted as measles is highly contagious. Today we learned 2 Texas residents or passengers on that cruise ship that's experiencing a deadly hantavirus outbreak.
And the Department of State Health Services announced today the 2 returned to Texas before that outbreak was identified.
Capitol reporter Dylan McKim shares what we know about those 2 and why experts say the hantavirus is not as contagious as the coronavirus.
The Department of State Health Services announced Thursday that 2 people from Texas who were aboard the MV Hondius are not experiencing any symptoms and did not have contact with a sick person while aboard. Each person agreed to monitor themselves with daily temperature checks. The agency did not share which part of Texas the 2 live in. The Texans were among 24 people who left the ship after the first passenger died, but before authorities identified a hantavirus outbreak. In 2024, the National Institutes of Health identified the hantavirus for potential to cause another pandemic because there is no vaccine.
So we want to have things ready
Dr. Kartik Chandran is part of a consortium of researchers looking for medicines and treatments for hantaviruses. Chandran said the specific type of hantavirus impacting the cruise ship is not known yet, but the assumption is the Andes virus, which can be spread from human to human. But the researcher says it's not as transmissible as COVID-19.
In general, it appears that there has to be close and prolonged contact between people.
Chandran said relatively little is known about the hantaviruses because only a small group of scientists are studying it. But at this point, the researcher does not believe there is a threat to public health.
There's certainly no reason to be alarmed if you're nowhere near the cruise ship.
In Austin, I'm Dylan McKim.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said the viruses are mainly spread by rodents. The symptoms to look out for are fatigue, fever, muscle aches, headaches, and nausea.
And going in depth, doctors will be on the lookout in Travis County after leaders announced the first reported case of measles since last year. The county says the person who is sick is not vaccinated and became exposed while traveling internationally. That person visited St. David's Emergency Center off of 183. This was on Monday of this week between 11 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. People exposed are being contacted as measles is highly contagious. Today we learned 2 Texas residents or passengers on that cruise ship that's experiencing